So hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to create a scroll effect which looks like this. So as you can see, when we are scrolling it down, the text are moving towards the left, and as you scroll it up, the text start to change. Sorry, the text start to move towards the right. So when you scroll it up and down, it changes direction. So let's go to the desktop. I have created a folder, and I'm gonna give it a name: scroll effect. First of all, let us see what we are going to use in our project today. So we are going to use React, Tailwind CSS for styling, GSAP for animation, and there is a package called React use which we are going to use for tracking the scroll behavior. And these are the extension which we need for our project. This extension are for the suggestion of React, and this Tailwind CSS intelligence is for the Tailwind CSS suggestion. So for React, we are going to create it using Vite. So let's go to the Vite site and click on the first link, get started. And as you scroll down, you will see a command which is npm create Vite at the latest. So copy this and open your folder in terminal and paste the code over here. So project name we want to keep the same. So dot enter. Package name we want same. So tab and enter. Framework we are using React, JavaScript, and npm install the installation of packages. So as it is installing, let's open this folder with our VS Code. Let's close this. To open the terminal in VS Code, you can simply click Ctrl J, or you can click this icon as well. So let's see the installation has completed or not. It's installing. So let's wait for a while. So the installation is completed. We have to run npm run dev. Let's close this terminal and let's go to the terminal of VS Code. Paste the command over here and enter. Click this link. Control click. We are going to make this thing. So let's close this as well, and this is our current React app. So this thing we don't want. So let's clear this up. Going inside source, there is app.jsx. Remove this all, and we also don't want the styling. Remove this as well. Delete app.css. Okay. Before starting, make sure you have installed this extension. Okay. So if you have installed those extension, you will get this type of suggestion. When you type RAFC, it will give you suggestion which will create React error function component. To enter, and as you can see, here you can see small app which is coming from here. So let's make some pages. Okay. So before giving styling, let's install Tailwind CSS. So for Tailwind CSS, let's go to the Tailwind website, get started. As we are using Vite, you select this thing and copy the first command which will install the Tailwind CSS. App is running over here, so let's open new terminal and copy the code here and enter. It will start the installation of Tailwind CSS. Then we have to import Tailwind CSS inside vite.config file. Our vite.config file is over here. Import that file and copy this function which you have to paste inside plugin. So inside plugin there is one element already, so give comma and paste it. Okay. So then you have to import Tailwind CSS in your CSS file our CSS file is index.css. So put that import over here. So let's give some class name to this div, height to screen with full, and let's give some background of, let's give this one. Okay. So now I want some more pages because we want to scroll. So now we can scroll. So between these divs, I want to give our text over here. So create a div, and inside that I want to give scroll link text. All right. So you can see that is appearing over here. So below that, I want to give the arrow, which I have downloaded it over here. So I'm copying it, going back to VS Code. I'm going to create a folder inside the public images. So inside that, I'm going to paste our image. Close this as well, and this as well. So below that, I'm going to create an image tag. So source will be public images and add. So as you can see, it is right over here. So I don't want this to be this big. So let's give some styling. Maybe size of 60. No, no, no. Maybe size of 24. 24. I want to increase 30. Okay. And the text is so too small. So I'm gonna give some class to this as well. Text. Maybe 8 Excel. Um, I want to give 9 Excel. Okay. So I want these to be in the same line. So I'm going to give the parent give some classes like flex. So it's going to be in the same line. I want to give some gap like 20. So as you can see, this is not aligned properly at the center. So let's give items center. All right. Let's give some background color this to this. PG and 300. How about this? Okay. I'm not liking the background color, so I want to change the background color. Select this one, select this as well. Be using 900 or 800, yeah. Okay, now it is okay. So I want to give some height to this because this G is going outside the background. So for that, let's give some height to this. Uh, Maybe 30. Take it 50. Okay. So now I want to create a div, and inside that div I want to keep this thing. So got paste format. Okay. So now we want our animation over here. By the way, when the text are moving, there are multiple text. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to create an array. So let me clear this up and do it all again. So we are going, oh, first let me copy this. So I'm copying the div only and clearing all of this. So open the curly braces, array dot array dot from, and inside that give the length. Then I'm going to give it a 6 because we want the text to repeat 6 times. So dot map open, and here you have to open a function. I forgot to open that function. So, oh, I am making the mistake again. I'm not supposed to give the curly braces over here. If I, let me tell you one thing. If you are using curly braces, that's all right because you can do like this, return, and you can simply paste it. Otherwise, if you are don't want to type this thing, you can simply not use the curly braces. Instead, you can use this small bracket and simply render the code. It will work as the same. So let's see. Now we have to surpass something over here, which is, let's refresh this. Okay, we have to pass the key. So, but we are ignoring it because it won't affect anything over here. So it is appearing like this. But what we want to do is we want to give this parent class some, sorry, parent div some class properties. So for that we are going to use flex. Okay. So for that I'm going to give shrink of 0 and yeah, it's working. So we need some gap after this arrow. So let's give some gap to this parent. Gap of 20 as we have give the gap of 20 over here as well. So this parent also needs some background. So let's give the same background as we used. Background, background. Okay. Alright. Copy this and paste it right here. Okay. So now I think it's ready to go. You can see. Yes. So the only part is to animate this now. So for that we are going to, okay, before that, let's us first track the scroll. So for that, go to type React use package and there will be this thing. And when you go down, use window scroll. It will allow you to track the window scroll position. So let's install the React use first. Copy this command, go back to VS Code, paste, enter, and it will start the installation. And as you go down and see the use windows scroll, so it is going to give you something like X and Y. These X and Y are the current scroll position on X and Y axis. So I am going to copy this and use it inside our React app. As the installation is completed, we have to import this from React use. So for that, backspace, and when you type scroll, and it will give you a suggestion to import from React use. So press enter. So it will automatically import the use window scroll from React use. Okay, and now we are ready to go. And since we are scrolling our website up and down, we don't need the x axis. So we are only using y variable. So I am going to give it name like current scroll y, which means the current scroll position of on y axis. So, and we also need another thing. Let's create a use state. Make sure you click this one so it will automatically import it from React. Okay, and when you type use state snippet, it will give you some suggestion and it will create a use state variable for you. So our variable name will be last scroll y. I'm making this to compare the scroll direction. So first of all it will be null, or you can simply write 0. All right. So after that, we are going to create a use effect which will be used for our animation. Okay. So inside that, we are going to trigger this effect whenever the current scroll Y changes. So inside that, what we want is, so first of all, we want to check whether the user is scrolling up or down. So for that, we are going to create a variable called new direction, and we want to give it uh, if current scroll Y is greater than last scroll Y, then if the current scroll Y is greater than last scroll Y, then the user is scrolling down. Okay. Then the user is scrolling down. Else, the user is scrolling up. Okay. And lastly, we want to set the last scroll Y. Set last scroll Y to current scroll. Okay. And now, what we want to do is we want use ref for scroll direction. So use ref snippet, and we want direction whether the user is scrolling up or down. Let me format this. Okay. Now we are going to see if new direction is not equals to direction of the current, which means the new direction is not same as the current direction. That means the direction has changed from up to down or down to up. Let me fix the spelling mistake. Okay. So inside this, what we are going to do is we are going to update the new direction. Sorry, not the new direction. Direction reference dot current to new direction. Okay. Here, let's check if it is working or not. In console log, I am changing, which means the scroll direction is changing. Let's see. Let's close this one. Inspect, and let's go to console. And when you scroll up, I am changing. Okay. And when you scroll it up, it is changing its direction towards upward. I'm scrolling it up, it is not printing anything. And as I scroll it down, it is printing. And you can see there is this thing. Okay. I hope you are getting it. So now our main work is to animate this text. So for that, I'm going to give a reference to this, and we are going to give the reference name as use ref snippet, and the reference name will be textref, and set to null. And we have to give the reference name over here, textref. And as we change the direction, we want the text to move. So for now, we are going to use GSAP. Oh, for GSAP, we have to install it first. So let me go directly GSAP with, yeah. So GSAP with React. As you move down, you have to install GSAP slash React. Okay, see over here, Control J to open command. Sorry, kernel. Clear this up. It's looking so messy. So npm I GSAP. It will install the GSAP, and again we have to install this one as well to work with React. Npm install GSAP slash React. So it is done. Let's close this. Now we can use GSAP. So make sure you click the second one, not the first one. It will import the GSAP from GSAP. As you can see over here, GSAP.set First of all, we want to set the text towards text dot current with x to minus 50%. So look what it has done. So let's close this one. I think you have not noticed the change. Look, the text has moved 50% toward the left. When I did x to minus 50%, it moved our text to 50% towards the left. And if you can see, if I do to plus 50 and reload, it will move the text 50% towards the right. If I do it minus, it will move 50% towards the left. Okay, I think you have understood this. So why we are doing this? Because let me show you one thing. Okay, our actually draw is open right here. So let me show you one thing. This is our screen, and what we are doing is we are doing this thing. So we have scrolling text. Okay, something like this. And what we have done is we have moved the text 50% towards the left, like this. So our current text is positioned just like this. So we are going to create the effect by moving it towards the right by this much and again repeating it from here like this, and this will create a infinite text movement. So let's see on our VS Code how it will work. So we have just moved the text towards the left by 50%, and whenever the direction is changing, we are going to, first of all, we don't want this to repeat every single time. So let's copy this and keep it above the if condition so that it will work only at once. And inside div, what we are going to do is we are going to use GSAP.to, and we are again going to target the text reference dot current, and inside that we are going to use x if our our direction reference dot current down down, we are moving the text. If the direction, if the user is scrolling down, we moving the text towards the left. So to move towards the left, since the text is 50% towards the left, and we want the text to go more towards the left, we are using minus 100%, and we are going to use repeat to minus 1, which will repeat infinitely. So as we see, okay, okay, something is going on, but we don't know what. Okay, let's give some duration of 10. Let's reload. Okay, so it is moving towards the right. I don't know why. It should move towards the left. And why is it so? If the current scroll is greater than last scroll, then it is scrolling down. And when the direction is down, move it to left. Otherwise, we have done something wrong. We have to check if the direction is down, not up. If the direction equals to down, then we are moving the text towards the left by minus 100, and else we are moving it to 0%, which is the initial position. So let's reload it. Okay, now you can see it is moving. And as you scroll it up, it is moving towards the right. As you scroll it down, it is moving towards the left. And you can see this thing. And why is it so? Let us see. Let's see. This we are moving this div. Okay. So I think we need one more div, and inside that div we want to paste it, and we want to give this div to busy. Wait, let's copy the same color, busy line 300, and paste it over here. And when you refresh, and now you are seeing something like this. Okay, when you scroll it down, it's moving towards the right, scrolling up, moving towards the left. But you are not seeing the arrow changing. So to change this, we are going to use something like this. We are going to give some class name to the image, like we are going to give arrow. You can give whatever you want. I'm just giving the name. So let's trigger this by GSAP.2, and you have to give it in inverted comma because since it is the class, and dot as well. Rotate. Oh, wait, we have to go check the condition as well again, just like this. If the direction is moving towards the down, if the user is scrolling downward, we want the arrow to go to the left. So we want this to change to, okay. So we want this to rotate by 180 degree. Yes, we want to keep it same. And let's give some duration as well. Duration of maybe 0.3. Okay. Okay. So as we are scrolling down, it is moving towards the left. As you scroll it up, it is moving towards the right. Let's see it is working perfectly or not. Okay, it is working. By the way, I don't want this. I don't want this thing. So to remove that, we can do. So we can do overflow hidden. Okay, I think it is. Where is the text? Let's reload. Are since the overflow hidden, because it is due to the overflow hidden, we don't want to give that here. We want to give that to here. And now you can see it is working perfectly, as I hope. If you notice, the scrolling is going so very slow at the end and moving fast at the beginning. So for that, we have to control the speed of the animation. So we are going to use each function to none. So it will move in a linear way. Let's refresh it. Okay. So that was our project. So that was it for today. So thank you guys for watching till the end. See you guys in the next one.